This is what my car looked like 24 hours ago, and this is what it looks like now. Oh man, I'm gonna need some help. Needless to say, I have some explaining to do. Let me try to wrap everything up in about 30 seconds. A few days ago, we picked up this Pandem Widebody Kit for my 2022 Subaru BRZ. Two quick things to know about wide bodying a car. One, kits usually fit like trash. This car came out 2 months ago and I just got this kit, so chances are this kit probably fits like dog poop. Second thing is that you need to do a ton of clearancing. Clearancing equals cutting, so that's what we started on doing to the car yesterday.
I got a head start yesterday. I took off the front bumper, wheels, fender liner, fender, and side skirt.
The reason why I took off the entire front end is because we need to do a ton of clearancing. This car by no means is meant to run 11-inch wides in the front, so in order for us to do that, we have to modify a few things. One of which is removing the pinch weld that runs along this whole piece over here. Here's a video of it before. You can see it sticks out about 1 inch or so. The problem with that is when you air out your car, that piece just sits onto your tire. So not only is it gonna dig into your tire and destroy your tires, but it also restricts you from sitting a little bit lower. I spent a few hours grinding that thing down yesterday, and look at it now. It looks like it was never even there. Super, super straight. Along with grinding that down, we also had to clearance out the frame rail. You guys can kind of see that it's smushed up right here. Let me show you guys why. I'm sure a bunch of you are confused on why we did that. If you know, you know, but if you don't know, let me explain it to you real quick. So, on the BRZs, 86s, FRSs, this frame rail is pretty fat. When you air out, this frame rail sits on your tire, basically restricting you to go any lower. We gently massaged it all around, compressing the frame rail just a little bit, and that'll give us the clearance to air out and be able to touch the ground or at least go a little bit lower. And that is everything that we did yesterday, boys. We pretty much just took off the entire front end and clearanced out the front wheel well. We now have a ton of room to play with. So now you guys are pretty much up to date with everything. Yesterday, all we did was clearance out the front wheel well. Today is gonna be kind of exciting because today we are gonna be mocking up the kit to the car for the first time. The bumper's going on, the fenders are going on, the side skirts, everything is going onto the car today. Not once and for all, but today we are going to have to figure out fitment with this kit. I've already been warned that this kit fits like dog shit, so we have a lot of sanding and a lot of body work ahead of us. Even though the kit is gonna fit like garbage on the car, we're still gonna get a good visual representation of what it's gonna look like on the car. And I do have my hopes high because I feel like this kit might fit better than the earlier kit. So I don't know if I showed you guys this or not, but we have number 104. So there's 103 kits that were made before my kit. Now, I don't know if they improve the kit every time or if they do anything, but I'm really hoping since we have number 104, they learned how to improve the fitment on the kits, and hopefully this kit fits just a little bit better than the earlier ones. Today's plans are pretty much put this kit together, put it onto the car, see what we have to sand down, and just try to get the fitment down of these kits. I wanna show you guys the behind the scenes of what it takes to wide body a car. I am just beyond thankful that I have this opportunity to Pandem Widebody my 2022 BRZ and bring you guys along for the whole process. It's just amazing to me, and I can't believe that we're actually doing it. And I'm happy to bring you guys along for the entire process, show you guys all the nitty-gritty stuff. And if you guys like it, definitely leave a like down below so that way I know and I can keep making these videos of behind the scenes stuff and not just the finished product. But let's go ahead and get this kit put together and onto the car. I really thought I was gonna get further than this at least, but oh my god, the fender fits like garbage. Before I start trashing on the fitment of this kit, man, that looks so freaking aggressive. I'm excited to go wide. I'm just so stoked. But now let's jump into the reality of what we have to do. I got these 2 bolts in, barely had to do a lot of finessing, but we're rubbing right over here, and we're also rubbing on the headlight over here. This bolt is, man, if you guys can see that, it's almost there. Basically, we have a little bit too much material over here. We just need to sand that down. That way the fender pushes inwards just a little bit. Then we'll be able to put that bolt in and this clip in. It's so hard to focus on black paint, but right here, we're rubbing the fender. There's a little bit of a gap right now, but if I open the door, you guys can see that. Look at that. See that? Oh, you can hear it too. Basically, we need to sand some material off over here and sand some material off over there. Already off to a bad start. Kit number 104, and I don't think they made any improvements. All right, straight up, fuck this kit. I hate this kit. It fits so bad. We threw on the passenger side fender just so we can throw on the bumper and kind of work from fitment from there. The front bumper is just, it's heinous. Passenger side fender, we didn't do much to yet, and it's fitting much better than the driver's side fender, which is great. Put the bumper up and we can't even push the bumper in all the way. These pre-made holes are a solid 1/2 inch from every single hole that they actually thread into, and yeah, so this bumper is not really being held on by anything. We're gonna take the bumper off, sand around the headlights, so that way we can push the bumper in a little bit more. Once we push the bumper in a little bit more, then we can line it up with the fender and kind of figure out fitment that way. Second attempt at the front bumper. We made some clearance around the headlight. Now the bumper got pushed in just a little bit more. Now it's hitting on something else, which is exactly what we expected, but now we figured out what it is. You can see right over there. The bumper is really close to the headlight and it's scraped off the tape right over here. So this is stopping us from pushing the bumper any more forward. Same exact issue on this side. Unfortunately, it kind of damaged the headlamp right there. So we're gonna go ahead and trim that little piece out and then try the front bumper again. Yo, the car is looking so sick right now. I don't know if it shows through the camera or not, but it kind of looks like an S2K if you look at it from right here. We're making some progress, boys. We are currently on day 3. I think I have almost the entire front end figured out. We finally got the bumper to sit properly. We had to do a ton of sanding around the headlight all the way from here all the way till here. There was like a 1/2 inch of extra material all around the headlight on this side and especially on this side. We also had to remove the crash bar because this piece was hitting the crash bar, because if you look closely, we have some mounting tabs all around here to mount the mesh onto, so I don't really want to mess with any of that. I'd rather just get rid of the stock crash bar now and get like a drift bar. We had to remove some material on the bumper and the fender for it to sit flush. We had to remove some on this side as well. On the passenger side fender back here, we had to remove some material as well. We're making progress. It's definitely taking a little bit longer than expected. To my surprise, this kit fits worse than I was expecting. Like, I thought it was gonna be bad, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. But we're out here, we're grinding, boys. We're gonna get this kit fitted right. Now it is time to start mocking up the side skirts. We're getting closer and closer to the finish line. Just looking at the kit all mocked up like this is getting me so excited, but we still have a bunch of bitch work to do left on the car. One of which is to seal up this, I don't know what you want to call it, but remember when we cut off this pinch weld so that we could fit a massive wheel in here? We have to seal all of this up. We can't just leave it like this for obvious reasons, rust. We're gonna be using some 3M panel bond, which I have right over here. Shout out to my boy Hollis for dropping this off to me last night. We got some 3M panel bonding adhesive. This is what we're gonna be using to cover up that whole pinch weld area that we sanded down. For those of you who have used this before, you guys know that this stuff is no joke. This is insanely strong. We're gonna hit it with some 3M panel bonding adhesive today. I'll hit undercoating on it tomorrow, but man, this car is almost done. I just love looking at it, dude. It's just ridiculous and it looks like a spaceship. We don't even have the whole kit on actually. Here is the splitter. I probably won't end up putting that on. We also have the rear diffuser up here and I think, where does this go? I'm not really sure where this goes, but we'll figure it out later. Also, the wing isn't on the car, but we're not gonna be test fitting that today because I don't wanna drill holes into my trunk. I will do it, but just not yet. I wanted to get the full kit onto the car, make sure that everything kind of lines up with each other, which we figured out it does. Just based off that, we are good to go. So it's been a little over 24 hours since we put down that sealant. I already went ahead and undercoated the wheel well. The reason I did this is because we scratched up a bunch of metal when we were grinding everything down. And if you leave exposed metal, you're gonna end up with a lot of rust. So we sealed everything up. Now there is no exposed metal whatsoever. As you guys can see, the entire body kit is already off the car. We got everything torn down, and we're gonna put the stock bumper and stock fenders over there. We're gonna put the stock fenders back onto the car. The car is going fully back to stock body today, although I would love to have this wide body just permanently on the car. Today is just gonna be a tad bit too early. We have some fun stuff planned for this weekend and installing this wide body and all that fun stuff. We also have a special guest coming in from out of town to help us cut into the car and put on the wide body. So it's gonna be really exciting, but in order to do that, we have to get this car looking stock again. It was nice getting a little taste of the wide body life, but we are going back to stock, baby. How'd you like it? Do you like the wide body?
Yeah, it's sick.
It's sick, right?
I love it.
I'm so hyped. By the way, guys, I just want to say this. If I sound unenthusiastic, I'm totally not. I'm just extremely, extremely tired. I just had an espresso, and now I am living off of a bang. I'm trying to get my energy up. I'm just super tired. Like I told you guys, we've just been pulling some long nights with this car, and I'm just exhausted. I need a full rest day.
You do.
Like away from the shop. I think tomorrow I'm just not gonna come into the shop and just sleep all day or something. I'm extremely tired, but shit's gotta get done. So let's go ahead, grind out on this car, get it put back to stock body, and then we can go and get some sleep. So as you guys can see, the car is officially back to stock, or stock-ish. I don't know now, looking at it, stock body and this whole stance thing that I had going on, I don't know, I can't.
I like it.
I know you like the stock body look, but after I saw the wide body, I don't know. It's not doing it for me. I shouldn't have even mocked it up, because now I'm looking at the car just I don't know. Like I told you guys, it's been a very long, stressful few days trying to get this kit done. And honestly, I think we overachieved, because we were planning not to get done until Saturday. Today's Thursday and we're done. So tomorrow we're gonna have an off day. We're not coming in today, taking the entire day off. I'm just gonna be editing, trying to get this video out for you guys. But fitment of the kit is pretty much mocked up. We're gonna start cutting into the car later this weekend. I mentioned that we have a special guest coming through. You guys will see who it is, but this is gonna be it for tonight's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys wanna watch us cutting into this car and watch the second BRZ in the entire world to run a Pandem kit, definitely hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.